Welcome to Elder Tale Stories. Today you will hear a heartfelt life story. Not of a queen, nor of a rich woman, but of an ordinary grandmother whose struggles, sacrifices, and wisdom became extraordinary. Listen closely, because within her words lie lessons of patience, gratitude, and love that last forever. My child, when I was little, my world was very different. I grew up in a small village where poverty was as common as the rising sun. We had little to eat, sometimes just bread with tea. But our hearts were still full of laughter. As a girl, my life was simple, playing with mud dolls, helping my mother fetch water from the well, and dreaming small dreams under the shade of trees. But poverty has its way of reminding you that life is not easy. At the age of 14, my parents married me off. It was not uncommon in those days. My husband was a farmer, hard-working yet poor. Life after marriage was nothing but a test. From dawn to dusk I worked, cooking, cleaning, carrying water, and helping him in the fields. I was young, but responsibilities aged me faster. Still, we had hope. We believed that together we could face the world. And soon I became a mother. Holding my first child in my arms, I felt both joy and fear. Joy because a new life had come, and fear because I didn't know how I would raise him in poverty. Children kept coming, one after the other. I often went hungry just to feed them. Many nights I put my children to sleep with stories. Not food. I stitched clothes from old rags, made toys from clay, and told them bedtime tales so they wouldn't feel the hunger. Poverty is a cruel teacher, my child. It makes you creative but also breaks you inside. Yet, I never let my children see my tears. To them I was strong. To the world I was weak. As they grew, so did my worries. Education was important, but sending them to school meant skipping meals. I sold jewelry that my mother had given me. Piece by piece it all went, but my children went to school. That was my real treasure. Life went on, harsh but bearable because I had hope. My husband was my support. Together we shared everything. Happiness, hunger, and hardship. He was not just my companion, but my strength. Without him, I don't know how I would have survived. But fate does not always walk with you. One day, my husband fell ill. We had no money for proper doctors, only herbs and home remedies. His condition worsened, and one morning, he didn't wake up. That day, half of me died with him. I became a widow. People came to offer condolences, but no words could fill the emptiness inside. At night, I lay on my charpoy, staring at the empty space where he once slept. Loneliness became my companion. My children were grown then. They promised to take care of me, and they did. But still, the absence of my husband never left. Old age came slowly. Weak hands, dim eyes, shaking legs. I needed help even to walk. Yet, when I saw my children and grandchildren around me, I felt rich again. My child, I have learned that wealth is not money, but relationships. Food fills the stomach, but love fills the soul. I never had gold or land, but I had patience, and patience carried me through. To daughters I say, value education, for it gives you power and independence. To sons I say, never forget your mother's sacrifices, for she is the reason you stand where you are. Remember, youth fades, beauty fades, even life fades. What stays forever are your good deeds, your kindness, and the love you leave behind. That is your true legacy. This was the life story of a grandmother, a journey from poverty to patience, from sacrifice to wisdom. Her voice teaches us that patience is the greatest wealth. Gratitude brings peace. Love and relationships are life's true treasures. And serving parents brings blessings in this life and the next. If this story touched your heart, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Elder Tales Stories for more such soulful tales.